it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Rush right in his face. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Left side is Sategna. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that.
Man, that's one of those as an offense, you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception. But there's a reason he plays DB. And he's on that side of the football, probably because he can't control his body and even get that football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The give is to Williams. Pass to 6. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On play action. Look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Rush is on. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Caught its lead. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
There he goes. The tag. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way. Keeps it on the option.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it. Hold.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. To throw, it's Mateer. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. And he gets rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Blaylock. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Has to have it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
Wants to throw on first. Unloads in the nick of time. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Got it behind the line. It's Danzy.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He's changing the play. Right over the left side. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 20, looking deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's running free down the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense will take the field again. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Carter. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking for a crease to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quick give. It's Williams. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Making the adjustment. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick. And coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game.
Touchdown Sooners! Fitted in the window for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give is to Williams. Enough to move the chains. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield is Hammond. Finds his big tight end. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Simmons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 8 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off an 8-4 regular season, and you'd have to think an invitation to a quality bowl game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Hammond. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Blaylock. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Sets his feet, it's Mateer. They're all over him. They're working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out wide right, it's Carter. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the ground with the counter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
From the gun, it's Dickey. Dropped after a pickup of 4. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Final play of the quarter coming. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. just entered the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right side, it's Carter. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Red Raiders have taken it inside the 20. Sells to run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Handoff again. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back.
And he can't hold on to the ball.